West Virginia has now picked up their second transfer commitment in as many days, so it's time for another transfer portal update here on the Country Roads webcast. Let's go! What's going on, Mountaineer Nation? Jordan Cruz back here with Country Roads Webcast. And before I get into this video, I just want to give you guys a quick reminder. If you would, do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Giving us a like on this video really help not only its performance, but future videos performances here on the channel as well. And if you're a West Virginia fan and you haven't already, be sure hit that subscribe button. Helps us and it helps you, as it helps get more of this Mountaineer sports content out to Mountaineer Nation. Having said that, let's get into it. All right, as I stated in the opening there, second transfer commitment for West Virginia in as many days. Yesterday, we came out with an update with the commitment of Xavier Bosley. Today, a day later here for our January 8th transfer portal update, we get a commitment from transfer safety Taj Ryel coming over from Old Dominion with 1 year of eligibility remaining. You guys have been following along here on the CRW throughout the offseason, knew that he was on campus for a visit along with some other defensive backs. More on those here in a minute, but the visit for Taj Ryel obviously went very well, as you can see here detailed by Mike Osti over on WVSportsNow.com as he announced his commitment on X today. You will see here his commitment graphic that he shared there. If you want to follow him, Mountaineer Nation, you can there at Taj_L21 is his name there on X if you want to give him a follow there on social media, as he announced his commitment there with a video of him in the uniform, the white on gold. A good look there in the commitment graphic for Taj Ryel. I think a great safety addition for West Virginia. Lengthy safety, very versatile, could play multiple different safety positions at West Virginia. So I think this is another great addition to West Virginia's secondary and another great addition to West Virginia's transfer portal class. As you see there, his numbers detailed here on WVSN: 84 tackles, 6 pass deflections, 5.5 tackles for a loss, and 1 interception in 2023 last year at Old Dominion. 132 tackles over his 3 years there. Picked West Virginia over Big 12 foe Cincinnati. So other Power 5 programs were hot after Taj Ryel since he entered the portal back on December 30th, but becomes the 8th transfer pickup for West Virginia in this transfer portal class. And having said that, let's take a look at that transfer portal class now as we try and keep up with this transfer portal movement using our transfer portal tracker here on the Country Roads webcast. All right, and as I pull up the transfer portal tracker, of course, if you've been following along here on the Country Roads webcast throughout the offseason, you're probably familiar with this already, but I've been trying to keep up with the transfers out for West Virginia, the transfers in, and of course the transfer targets as West Virginia sent out scholarship offers to these transfer players, and then of course go through and purge the list as those players have committed elsewhere. So there's an update on the transfers out list if you haven't been familiar, and then of course the transfers in list, which I'm about to change here momentarily now that we have the addition of another secondary player to add there, another safety to the transfer class, and the subject of this video, Taj Ryel, here for our January 8th update. But then looking at the target list, it's pretty slim right now. Like I said, only a few offers out remaining, to players that haven't committed elsewhere, a couple receivers and a tight end, and then most of the others being on the defensive side. Elijah Hills, you guys know, already visited WVU. And then in the defensive back room, we had a few visitors as well. All 3 of these prospects visiting West Virginia this past weekend. And we have great news here on Taj Ryel. We can now move him from the transfer target list up to our transfers in list, now becoming the 9th transfer addition for West Virginia in this class, if I'm not mistaken. Good class for West Virginia transfer-wise thus far, and I'm really excited about this pickup. We knew West Virginia needed to add players to the secondary, and they've done that, and they've added some really talented players to the secondary, and I think Taj Ryel is just the latest, and not only is he the latest, but he's one that has a lot of experience, playing a ton over there at Old Dominion in his final year here, going to come finish it out at WVU and help us out in the secondary in 2024, so super excited about that pickup, and like I said, be on the lookout. We should hopefully hear some news on Kobe Singleton or Jaden Voisin in the near future. I wouldn't be surprised if West Virginia landed at least one of the 2. I think that it's a good possibility for the Mountaineers as they're trying to shore up this secondary for next season, but we'll see what happens on it. Either way, the next transfer commitment that comes down, we'll be sure and report on it here on the CRW, just like we did here for Taj Ryel's commitment on our January 8th portal update, and it's one that I'm pretty excited about for West Virginia in 2024. But those are just my thoughts on this pickup. I would love to hear your all's opinions, not only on this edition, but on some other transfer targets there. Who would you like to see West Virginia add as they attempt to try and round out this class ahead of the start of spring football practice? We're getting down to the final additions we're going to see ahead of the start of spring ball here in just a couple of months now. How are you feeling about this transfer portal class or this pickup for West Virginia? Be sure, let me know your thoughts down there in the comments. Really appreciate those interactions as we continue to try and grow the Country Roads webcast community throughout Mountaineer Nation. Having said that, as always, I'm Jordan Cruz, and until next time, let's go Mountaineers.